Let's take a quick look at the Google Ads billing summary and break things down here, because this can be a little bit confusing if you're not familiar with how Google Ads does billing. Now, to get to the billing summary, we're going to go into the billing tab here, and by default, the first selection is typically going to be the summary. You should see it says summary up here, and it should look pretty similar to this, where you have a tab or a block right here for your balance, one for your next automatic payment or next payment due or something similar to that, and then the last payment. Then you'll have your current month breakdown here and previous month breakdowns here. You can also switch these dates, so you can look at previous years if you need to do that for whatever reason. Then if you need to actually download some of these documents, you can click on this view documents option here, and that will take you to where you can actually download reports for different charges on your account and whatnot. So let's start here with your balance. Your balance is how much you've spent on ads that you still owe to Google Ads. So if my balance says $31.83, that means in this last month, in this last billing period, I still owe Google $31.83. If you see a negative balance here, it means you have a credit in your account. So if it said negative $31.83, that means we could still run $31.83 worth of ads before we end up needing to owe Google Ads any money for our ads, right? You can see how this is calculated here if you want a further breakdown. So we can see that there was a balance from October plus the cost for this month minus the payments that have been made equals the balance, the current balance. And it'll give you the full breakdown here if you really want to see the math on that. You can also make an optional payment. So like I was telling you, you can have a credit on your account. So I could make a payment for $100 and that would leave $89 and something cents as a credit. So it would say negative $89. And then I could run $89 worth of ads without needing to make another payment from that point. This is going to tell us when our next automatic payment goes through. Most people will be on automatic payments. There is manual payment option where you just go in periodically and add funds into the account. It's a little annoying if you ask me, and most people just choose to have Google Ads automatically debit the card on their account or the bank account or whatever payment method you have set up here. You can, in some cases, edit your payment threshold. You can see when I hover over this, it's highlighting or underlining this $1,000 right here. So a payment threshold is sort of like a credit card, right? You can imagine Google Ads gave me a credit card for $1,000. So they're going to let me run up a balance on that credit card up to $1,000 before they actually require me to pay down that balance. And so when this number right here gets up to where it says $1,000, that's the billing threshold. Then they're going to charge this card that is on file or whatever payment method is on file, right? And so if we look at the last payment, it was a threshold charge at $1,000, which means this card on file, this American Express card, was billed for $1,000 on November 13th. And if we look at November, so this is the current month, we can see this breakdown. We'll see that there was actually a payment for this previous balance in October, as well as this. It was a little bit over $1,000. If we use this drop down here, excuse me, we have the campaign spend, and then there's some adjustments. These are like invalid clicks, over delivery, overrun. Like if it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, it's going to credit you some amount of money here. And then it's going to calculate taxes and fees. And then it's going to come up with what they call your net cost, which is basically this amount minus this amount equals your net cost. And then we can see the payments that were made if we click this drop down here. So there was one payment for $1,000. That's where I was saying it was from this threshold charge because I have a $1,000 credit. Once I've spent $1,000 on the platform, it's going to go ahead and automatically bill this American Express card on file as a threshold charge for that $1,000. That can be adjusted here. Not everyone will have the ability to adjust this, but we've been running ads since 2021 and have not been late on a payment. So Google Ads trusts this account, and it's going to allow us to increase this threshold if we want. We can even decrease it, so we could go down to $500 if we want. That way it charges us every $500 rather than every $1,000. And then there was this one on November 1st. So the way this works is Google Ads is either going to bill you when your threshold is reached or on the 1st of each month. So that's what it's saying here. It's saying your next automatic payment will be due either on December 1st or when your balance reaches $1,000. And so you can see on November 1st, it wanted to clear the balance going into the new month. So we had an outstanding balance due of $368.67. So they went ahead and charged for that. And then partway through November, on the 13th, we reached $1,000 in ad spend, so it went ahead and billed us for that. And now it's continuing to run ads and accrue a balance of $31.83. That will just keep adding up as time goes on. And so probably roughly 13 days. So the 26th of November, it'll probably charge us another $1,000. Because you can see it's taking about 13 days. Because it zeroed the balance on the 1st. And then on the 13th, we reached another $1,000 balance. It went ahead and charged the card on file. And so that's kind of how it works. It's a little bit confusing. I get a lot of questions about how this functions and how to understand the way that Google Ads does this. But I think the easiest way to understand it is to imagine that your billing threshold is like a credit card or a line of credit that Google Ads gives you. And you're racking up a balance on that credit card, because I think a lot of people understand how credit cards work. And then once you max out your credit card, so our credit card will max out at $1,000, it's going to go ahead and take payment from us to zero that balance. It's going to try to get that $1,000 down to zero, and then repeat the process and let us accumulate another $1,000 on that quote-unquote credit card or line of credit before it then zeroes it back down by billing the card or the bank account that we have on file. And then same thing for the previous months. If you click these drop downs, you're going to be able to see there was a balance from September, and then there was net costs and what we ended up paying, etc., etc. So it's going to work basically the same for all the rest of these months. So that is the Google Ads billing summary. If there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out and just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there. Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with Google Ads anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below, but we do manage Google Ads for different companies and different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from zero to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here, and really just see that this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and look forward to working with you.